Hey Pisces, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. If they don't, please keep in mind roles can be reversed or flip-flopped throughout the reading. I thought I was recording. I wasn't. What else? If you want to be part of a drawing for free readings, comment on the video. Make sure they're appropriate because my children picked the winners. And my website is in the description box if you'd like to book a reading. Okay, now that being said, you've got in the past the 8 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the Fool. Current energy, you've got the 2 of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Strength card. The immediate future, you've got the 10 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Judgment. The overall is the 5 of Swords, the hidden is the 3 of Cups. Okay, so you're showing me you're walking away or have walked away from something here in the recent past. I do feel like you have been investing in something here, some kind of new chapter, due to the 7 of Pentacles to the Fool. I do feel like there's some kind of a looking back energy. We'll see when we clarify if the 5 of Cups pops out, but it almost feels like a little bit of confusion as to why you're still feeling love towards... I'm feeling it directly about this 8 of Cups. We'll see what happens when we clarify, but it feels you're looking back at the situation again with love. Now, in the immediate future, there's some kind of stability that you're desiring here, and I'm very curious why it came out a little wonky like that. So yeah, it almost feels like slow and steady kind of wins the race, or like we'll see in time and then we'll decide from there. It feels like that kind of energy. Now, the 3 of Cups being in the hidden, this is a little sketchy. It looks like either somebody's hiding their desire to unite or reunite with you, or you're hiding that from whoever this is. Now, I do feel like there is some kind of conflict here that is ensuing somehow, some way with this 5 of Swords. So let's see what's going on. This is also a new deck, so I don't want to, again, kill your ears. Okay, let me see. What's the 5? Okay, 5 of Swords. Got the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Oh, the conflict is within yourself here. Could be outer too, as within, so without, but this looks like your intuition is trying to guide you into some kind of new, completely new direction here, and somehow, some way you're fighting it. Let me see this 3 of Cups, Knight of Cups, 9 of Cups. Oh, not 9 of Cups, 6 of Cups, sorry. The Lovers. Oh, my Lanta. If this is a romantic context, you could end up having a decision between multiple options. Normally, I would say that if the 7 of Cups were present, but it almost feels like a decision needs to be made about either this dynamic or another one. Now, it could be a situation like between 2 jobs, or a job and a location, or, you know, whatever the case may be. Some kind of decision needs to be made here. And it looks like you're needing to evaluate which one would be, I don't want to say mutually beneficial, but it feels like a equal give and take, like a reciprocal energy with the 6 of Pentacles. It's almost like, well, this person's on my level, or this job, you know, would actually pay this. Meanwhile, this one pays that. I don't know. For the 8 of Cups, we've got the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the King of Wands. So there's a lot of confusion here about a conversation that either took place or is needing to take place. Possibly a passionate conversation about someone's leaving. Now, whether that be you or them or whoever. Okay. For the 7 of Pentacles, we've got the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the Page of Wands. Yeah, somebody wants to address this. I do feel like there is that looking back energy. I don't remember if I was saying that in this one, where I was actually recording, or the other one. But there's like this looking back here energy over the loss of it. It's like I want to understand what happened is what I'm getting. For the Fool, we've got the 5 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, the King of Pentacles here. So again, it's like being forced into some kind of a new beginning here for yourself. Now, what's interesting is that I'm feeling like the Ten of Cups to the King of Pentacles, it almost feels like it's forcing you into self-love. Now, normally self-love, whenever I say anything regarding self-love, I need to see the Queen of Pentacles, but I'm feeling it with the King of Pentacles too. Something has to do with your stability, your grounding. It's almost, I'm getting a lot of self-respect here and self-love. I'm getting self-respect major here. Let me see the Two of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Fool. Oh. Something's going to teach you something about something, or someone is going to teach you about self-love, self-respect, some kind of boundaries here. And I feel like you're going to be a little disappointed in the way that you've responded in the past. I do feel like you have the desire to do better or be better in the, present and future, but there's something kind of gnawing at you here. So you're not okay with it with the Four of Cups here. For the Queen of Cups, we've got the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Swords. I thought I saw one flip. Two of Wands. Yeah, you have some kind of, like I said, a decision or a choice here. I'm getting a decision drastically, and they both feel slightly risky. One feels physically risky and the other feels emotionally risky. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Again, I do feel like you're moving away from one in order to go in the direction of another, which, okay. For the Strength, we've got the Ten of Wands, the Emperor, Page of Swords. So you're watching how you feel. This is interesting. It almost feels like you're watching how you feel. I didn't mean to say that. I was going to say watching how you're reacting or how you're handling the situation. I didn't mean to say feel. It could be feeling, which would be very, very self-aware, and I love that. But there's something you're watching here, and it almost feels like you're making the hard decision. And I'm saying hard because it feels like a decision that's not only difficult for you to make out of whatever it is you're having to, or however you're having to react to it, but it also feels like you still have quite a bit of love attached to whoever this is. But it's very interesting. I don't know how else to word that. For the Ten of Pentacles, we've got the Strength card again. Yeah, okay, cool. The Temperance, beautiful. Five of Swords. Be careful of requiring or saying that you need some type of closure. I was going to say closure, not control. Closure. Technically, if you're telling yourself or anyone else that you need closure in a situation, that is a sense of control. It's ego. You don't need closure from anyone. You don't need an apology from anyone in order to create the closure you need for whatever this is. But it's very interesting how that's why the Ten of Pentacles came out sideways like that. It was because of this Five of Swords. So your intuition, it brings you back into the overall, where your intuition was guiding you into some type of new direction here, and that's what's delaying your Ten of Pentacles here. So is this healing and this need for whatever this is to you, to overcome the decision, follow through, live with. There's something about this decision that you're needing to, well, there's your multiple options right there. Seven of Cups. Anyways, for the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands. Be careful that you don't it almost feels like you're logically weeding out certain things or certain people, even certain situations, which is good. If you're seeing the red flag in something, great, pay attention. People often show you who they truly are. But why are you showing me the resistance on paying attention or like looking at other options? It's almost like you're looking at one specific option and you don't want to see that one. Like you don't want to see it's like you don't want to see the hardships in that one. It's weird. I don't know how to describe that. I'm so sorry. Your reading is kind of fucking me up here. For the Judgment card, we've got the 4 of Wands, the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Swords. Good God. And then the 9 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. You don't want to... Oh, that's what it is. So you haven't wanted to see or didn't want to see someone's... I don't know if it's their red flags or like... I'm getting multiple red flags. Like... I don't know if there was like one big one, like the size of Texas, you know, flag kind of deal, or if these were like a bunch of little flags that you could sew together to make a scarf, you know, that kind of deal. I don't know, but I'm seeing the resistance to seeing the red flags, but you're needing to be logical about weeding out, because I'm getting not just one individual or one situation. I'm getting these are like multiples. But there's one really highlighted here. I hope this is making sense. Here you're showing me a decision in commitment that you're making. You're making a decision about commitment that has a lot to do with revolving around some type of pain here in this situation. I would be very careful because 5 in Swords and 5 of Swords equal the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords is also here with the 3 of Swords. So there's some kind of argument, clash, something here, some kind of conflict that is resulting in some type of pain. Let me get your advice. The 3 of Cups, the Moon. Whoa. 4 of Wands, the 6 of Swords. Normally I pull out 3, but that's what came out. 9 of Wands again. If you're wanting or missing someone that you know is unhealthy for you, it is completely natural to do that. Given the fact you've more than likely, it looks like, have quite a bit of history with this individual. Now, I don't know, again, if this is a romantic context, a family member, etc. But the fact that it's showing me in your subconscious, not only in the hidden, but with the moon, you're really, really wanting this, but at the same time, at a soul level, you're showing me the need to walk away from it. And again, this is your advice, to block it. Not only did it show up there, but it showed up here. What was on the other one? It showed up 3 times for you to block this. 3 times. I used 3 decks, and all of them on the bottom of the deck are the 9 of Wands. That is insane. I don't think I've ever had that happen. Not with the same card, not that many times. That's crazy. You need to be careful. Oh my goodness. I feel like this is an ego thing with the Emperor. This is a psychological exercise. If you're interested, you can write a letter to whoever this is, or if this person's no longer around or whatever, however you want to do it. Just write a letter and then dispose of it. Don't mail it. Dispose of it how you see fit, okay? Yeah, I hope this was helpful. Please be careful inviting this energy back in, because it looks sketchy as hell. And it looks like you're the initiator, in all honesty. The initiator? Is that a word? The initiator? It just looks like your energy is inviting this one in. Even if it's at a subconscious level, be careful. All right, bye.